Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is That's Funny podcast hosted by Sam P. Hosted by Sam P. Brought to you by Royal Lanes Studios. We are live here with Luke, my co-host, and Pablo Escobar. Wait a minute, your name ain't Pablo, is it?
My name is Edwin.
My
name has never been Pablo.
You know,
everyone just calls you Escobar.
For the last year and a half, my name has never been Pablo.
Edwin Escobar. No relation to...
Absolutely no relation.
It was T-Bone who started just calling you
Late.
Escobar because he
Yeah.
can't read. So.
Yeah, T-Bone.
He
Can't
read.
say T-Bone.
T-Bone is the host of Arlington Improv, one of our open mic go-to spots.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool dude, just can't read.
We all met there. You know, we all stand-up comedians, open mic extraordinaires, and I came into play maybe a couple years ago, a year and a half, going on a couple years now. Met Luke about a year ago, and met Escobar here about a week ago. No,
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
A few months ago.
It's been a few months, probably.
A few months.
Absolutely.
And you find us on the platform. That's Funny podcast, and brought to you by Royal Lane Studios. Me and Luke started this thing about a month ago, and it's been taking off, getting a lot of comments and views and a lot of go-tos.
Hell yeah.
This is gonna be our first host, so man, you ought to be proud, man.
I am proud.
Our first guest, yeah.
I am
You're
proud.
our first guest, man.
Y'all just been riffing all these last couple weeks?
Pretty much.
We just kind of like reading, just coming back and forth
Hell
with each
yeah.
other.
Yeah.
And now we have.
Escobar.
So you know what? We're gonna bring Escobar on because Escobar is a real
Escobar needs something to do.
intellectual person. But Luke, I'm gonna get off here for a second, and then I'll let Luke introduce himself and give you a little bit about him. Luke, what you got to say, man?
I really don't got a whole lot right now, man. It's been grinding. I might maybe getting put on a show here soon. Waiting to hear some more details. But we'll see how that goes. About to start DMing just a bunch of random comedians, say like, hey, can I come on your show? And then when they don't respond, I just, send like a really fucked up picture in their DMs.
Are you serious?
I'm thinking about doing that, man, just to see how I can get them to respond. That's fun to do, just DM random celebrities and see if they'll respond.
Yeah. Have you done that where you have DM'd like a headliner and been like, hey, can I get a guest spot on your show?
Well, I didn't say guest spot, but I DM'd them. Just, let them know who I was, and I'm up and coming, would like to be on your show. But I didn't really say too much after that. I just kind of let them know who I was.
Yeah, no, I'm so shameless with it. I think I've DM'd the next headliners at the Improv for like the next 2 months. And it's the same message.
Yeah, you just copy and paste
copy paste it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I just changed the name on it.
Yeah. Hello,
So
XX comedian. I would like to do
it. Literally reads like an email. Literally reads.
Dude,
and they never respond. I've gotten 0 responses.
That's a start, though. One of our fellow comedians told me to do that. He got booked a few places, too.
Yeah.
He said, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
You know who's been grinding on that social media grind?
Who?
Triple P.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Triple P through social media has gotten to be with Kenan Thompson, right? He was talking about that last week.
Yeah, he's going to do Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club in Las Vegas in a few weeks.
Which is crazy. That's cool.
When he said at the Improv last night.
Oh, look.
When he said last night, like, thank you, Jimmy Kimmel, for putting me on. I was like, he's going on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show?
No, not that one.
Then I was like, after you guys were like, hey, man, congrats again on Jimmy Kimmel Live. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm working at his comedy club. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
No, man, but I mean, comedy's such a grind in the sense that like
is.
any one of those opportunities that comes up feels like a mini break. Like a mini you made it moment. Anytime that you get booked on something that's like not in DFW.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it can be in DFW. If you get booked and it's not an open mic.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a big difference.
Yeah.
Open mic is free. Some shows are free, too. I'm hearing about that.
Oh, they just come in just like maybe like a tip jar maybe? Because I've seen that done.
Yeah, that's not really a good show.
I got banned.
Well, my opinion.
I got banned from a gay bar for charging tickets to a free show.
What, you printed your own ticket?
Huh?
What you do? Print your own ticket?
I just made someone sit at the front and charge people when they
Oh,
came.
hell no.
You pulled a Tom Sawyer.
You fucking scamming me.
No,
bro.
no, it was like, I mean, it was on the flyer and everything, but I didn't know that the venue only wanted it to be a free show. And so what I did was like, I wanted all the comedians to go home with like a tank of gas or something. You know, I charged $5 to get in, but afterwards.
And they found out. Did they take the money?
I mean, no, because what happened in real life was that we made maybe like 150, but off the bat, I had already tipped the bar like 200 of my own money.
So you just really making your money back.
And so it really it wasn't even that big of a deal. But then the owner of the gay comedy organization in Dallas was like, "You're banned for life."
Oh,
I was like, okay. It's like, I don't really have another reason to come here.
Yeah, just doing comedy.
well, I hope you don't have another reason to come.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, hey, you guys doing comedy night? No? Okay, I guess I'll just stay a little bit.
I guess I'll just
I'm
chill.
just going to chill out. I mean, no, if you don't
Hey,
mind. You
no,
know.
no, it's not my yam. But if it's your yam, that's your thing. You know.
Yeah, to each his
Look,
own.
they have really good vodka shots. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Get the fuck out of here. How you know about them vodka shots?
Dude, I've been to a few gay bars. Their single vodka shots taste like triple vodka shots. I don't know what it is, dude. Gay bars have the best drinks. I'll stand by that.
I agree,
Always
but-
strong and dirt cheap.
Last time I was at a gay bar, I was in Boston, and I had this grizzly ass man come behind me and grab my butt cheeks.
Whoa.
And he said, "Who's owning these tonight?" And I was like, "No, sir." I was like, "Get me the fuck
Straight-
out of here."
That's a lot of confidence.
No, they're so confident,
Dude, yeah, no.
they're so confident.
Dude, I sometimes think my dating life would be easier if I was gay. Cause
Oh my God.
dude, gay men know exactly what they want. They'll know like beating around the bush, and it's just like, okay, I know you want me, and it's like, okay, that's it. But no,
It's just part of being a guy.
It
And
is.
trying to get a partner, you have to be shameless.
yeah, it's true.
Like, I'll shoot my shot at a woman at Walmart.
I'm letting you all have y'all moment because I've never been to a gay bar, and I don't really find no reason to go.
good drinks, good music.
I don't drink,
You don't drink at all?
and I can go blue. Well, I drink lemonade,
Okay.
soda, water,
All right. Do you drink? You don't drink alcohol? at all?
alcoholic beverages. No.
Yeah. Wow. Like forever?
I mean, I didn't social drunk before. We saying like far as going for.
Yeah,
Yeah, just going out to
No.
drink. Yeah, yeah.
No.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting.
That's a negative, sir.
Dude, that was
That's
a,
interesting.
So there's no reason. I was invited to a gay club for doing a show and, well, open mic,
Was it 1851?
and I turned it down. Yeah, one of our fellow comedians that you would know.
Yeah, I got banned from there, so I don't give a
yeah.
fuck. I hate that
he
place.
said, man, they're gonna laugh and basically at everything you say. I was like, oh,
Dude, it's a fun mic to do.
No, it's a
Also,
fun. It's
a fun
honestly
mic.
a good room. It's a great room, and like everyone in there will laugh at whatever you
It's
say.
the best bar mic in DFW in my
For
opinion.
sure. For sure. For sure.
And that's saying
is
something.
that the one that grabbed your ass and shit?
No,
No,
that was in Boston.
that was in
That was in
He
Boston.
said that was the best mic. I was like, oh,
No,
Best
no,
bar
no.
ever. I got my
It was-
butt cheeks grabbed.
It was one of my favorite mics until I
Yeah,
got banned. Now I'm their biggest hater.
But if they'd have grabbed your ass cheeks, you'd have been okay.
You would have thought about coming back.
It would have been the best
Shit.
mic ever.
Yeah, I was doing a set. Someone came and grabbed my
They
butt
would have let me
cheeks.
stay.
Okay, you want to grab my ass?
Chill, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, you never had your butt cheeks grabbed at a bar?
What
Hell
are we
no.
talking about right now?
Getting your butt cheeks grabbed at a bar? Man.
No,
Like,
hell
I've had it
no.
happen a couple times.
What, by another guy?
Men and
A
women.
couple of times?
Men and women have grabbed my butt at bars.
Nah. I've only had that one guy do it to me, and that was when the night ended for me.
Dude, the only confusing thing about it for me is I don't even have a nice butt and people do it. I'd understand if I was like double cheeked up, but I'm not, and they're just like, that's nice. I'm like, and they're like trying to find it in my pants, and like they can't.
You know, I chose Luke as a co-host to keep things a little balanced. He's really balancing it out right now. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Your ass cheeks.
Hell no.
Hey, man. What's in the news, man? What's
let's-
going on? I
let's
know
see
we
what-
already know about the Diddy thing. Everybody talking about the Diddy thing. So
Chance-
that's not news for us. That's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Chance the Rapper is getting divorced, so his most recent album, it was The New Day or The Big Day.
Bombed.
that album bombed 5 years ago, and now it just aged like milk because the whole album was dedicated to his newlywed wife who just divorced
They
him.
just divorced, so it all come together.
That's what happens when you start focusing on females. You start losing.
No, man. I miss Old Chance the Rapper.
I mean, it's just hard. As a musician, I'm sure that it's extremely difficult to maintain the hype.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that's
Also,
why
you,
it's-
you don't know if your stuff's gonna be good until you put it out. Like comedians, we at least get an opportunity to like test it at mics
Yeah.
before we go on a
Yeah.
show. But musicians, they just have to like the most they have is like upload it to YouTube for like a few days or put it on Spotify as like a demo and then hope people like it.
And I feel like musicians have a bit of like of a creative arrogance, I would say, where it's like you hear your music and you're like, oh, this shit is the shit, you know?
Yeah,
And then
have
you release it.
Have you ever been in there watching, just listening to people try to make music? Every song is a hit. I'm like, bro, every song is not a fucking hit.
Dude, some of my fraternity bros in college, like they like to like make beats and music, and they would try to freestyle over it. And I just walk into the house, I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. The beats would be half decent, but it's like it would be repetitive. Like, yeah, I can rap. I'm like, you grew up in the suburbs,
Bro, what do you rap? Man, I used to say that all the time. You can grow up in the hood,
yeah.
but it's like with rap, it's extra. It's always considered extra. Yeah. So you're in the hood, you live in the hood, and your mother works, and you got a father. I don't care. That's not a real good rap song. It's always about struggle, struggle turn to riches.
Yeah.
I had to go through the trenches and the mud and all this. Yeah. And so when you try to come out, I have to first say, what is your story? What is it? So everybody always had the same story.
Yeah.
So
I grew up struggling
even
in the
though
hood
it wasn't
and made
probably even the case, but you can't come out and say you grew up in the suburbs and think that album is not even going to sell in the suburbs.
Yeah.
So basically,
I mean, if you're going out making like
rap is just a battle struggle. It don't necessarily be a struggle for you.
Yeah. I mean, but if you like grew up in the suburbs and you're making like struggle gangster rap, then it's like that doesn't fit. It's like we were talking about last week, where it's like how you like present yourself on stage at a mic or whatever, a show. You need to be tailoring your jokes to make it represent more like how you present. Like if you're like going up there in like a suit and tie and talking about like pussy this, pussy that, it's not gonna be really. It's gonna be kind of awkward.
You know who does that a lot?
Who?
Like the really old comedians.
Oh,
like
they're dressed
the
in suits and
60,
ties.
70-year-old white
Dude,
guys who get up there.
They loved suits and ties back then.
And
man.
then they get up there and they're like, have you seen the guy who goes up and he's like, yeah, I shot a porn last week. It's just that my stepmom has gotten really old.
Is this like
And
a
he's
local
like
micer?
70 years old.
Oh,
It's literally the guy who went first last night. Anyways.
Oh,
But it's just like old ass guys talking.
Gerard.
Yeah, it's
Ryan
just
Gerard.
old ass guys talking about how they get pussy.
Gerard is not 70, but
he's not 70. He's like
come
he's like 40
He's
something.
not
man.
40 something.
Gerard is only 40 something, bro. How old are you? 18 or something?
Me? Don't disrespect me like that. I'm 22.
18, motherfucker. It's still the same thing. You know what?
What I'm saying-
How old am I?
I will put you at a solid 43.
I'm gonna roll with that. Okay, let's roll on.
Yeah, that's right.
This is my boy right here.
Get out of here.
Yeah. See,
what
he
I'm
has no
saying-
idea about age. He said Gerard is like. But
what I'm saying is
said 70.
You
I was
can't
like,
you
holy
can't
shit.
get up. Y'all both know what he looks like. It's a white guy, button down, tie on sometimes. You cannot get up
He's
there
a-
and
but-
be like,
but
I
if
bust
you-
pussy down.
Yeah.
He really don't say that. Didn't he said something like 30 years ago. Remember he said he remembers his first
I got
ass.
the best piece of ass in my life. You were like, yeah. He's like, it was 20 years
Yeah, it was
ago,
about 20 years ago, but he still remembers it, right?
Yeah.
So that's how he does it.
yeah. He's really good at that misdirection stuff.
Yeah,
in
he
his jokes.
misdirects a lot.
I think he's one of the best joke writers in the sense of like when you listen to his jokes, they're really good. But it's just like you see who's presenting it, and it throws you off a little bit.
Yeah, it's his whole presentation's a little off.
But he does that a lot. This is what he does. This how from the first day. That's how he does it.
Yeah.
And it's real dry and cut, just like that. He always been. So shout out to Rob, man. It's one of my Facebook friends.
Dude, he's
on
he's
Facebook.
funny.
I love the grind.
But
Anybody?
he's no matter what, he stay the same. It's the same. no matter what.
Yeah.
And you know what you're gonna get with him.
Yeah.
He gonna even change it up, but it's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah. So he's been working on like
He's
this.
just a white triple
You
P.
can tell.
He's a white triple P.
Nah, you can tell he works on it
Oh yeah, he definitely works a lot.
because no matter what, same thing every time. I mean, not the same show, same thing. Again, this show, Well That's Funny podcast, brought to you by Raw Lane Studios. I myself, Sam P, comedian, and Luke Taylor.
Hell
And
yeah.
we're here today with Escobar. Escobar, tell us about your first time in comedy. We both know about our first time. Tell me about your first time in the mic and what brought you there.
Shit, I think I had just dropped out of school. I'd gotten broken up with.
College?
Huh?
College?
College, yeah. I'd gotten broken up with, and I came back home. And I have nothing to do. I went back to the same job I had in high school, working at IHOP. And then I called the Improv, and I was like, hey, like, can I come to the open mic? And they were like, the fuck, of course. Like, and I got on stage, and I completely bombed my first time. No laughs, no nothing.
What you was talking about? Everybody remember the first set, so don't act like you don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact jokes I did. I remember the topics I did. I don't remember the joke though.
What are you talking about? I remember your first time.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that I talked about IHOP.
You had on your soccer shoes, like you had just got out the
They're not soccer shoes. They're just regular shoes.
I think you got them on. No, not those. You had on
Hey,
socks.
just like Luke's.
No, they weren't shell toes. You had on something else, and you had on these the shorts the pants come up like about right here.
Yeah, those are my favorite pants though.
And I wanted to go on after him so goddamn. I wanted to go on after him so bad, bro.
Man. Everybody tried to roast my ass.
I wanted to go on after him so bad about them damn pants that way, because they looked like shorts, but they were all the way down here, so they wasn't short.
Yeah, the chinos.
Oh man.
Hey, these pants are kind of like that.
Yeah, those are kind of, but they were like, man, I was like, oh,
It's just because I sit down when I perform. So whenever I scrunch up my legs, it goes like all the way up.
And you had bombed that show, but they applauded him because he's like, y'all give it up, it's his first time, and yeah. I'm surprised you came back. You didn't get no laughs. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Look at
And
me
normally
now.
when that happens, nobody
Yeah, it's
Comes back.
yeah.
nobody come back.
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
But he came back.
it can only get so bad, you know. Like if your first time's like that, then like you know.
It can't get it. Yeah, it can't get no worse.
Can't get any
It
worse.
can get worse. That's true.
It can't do nothing but go the other way, right?
And it can only last like you're only up there for 5 minutes. It only lasts so long. That's why it's kind of frustrating when people are like, "Oh shit, I ran out of stuff. I'm out of here." You know.
But I'm gonna tell you why they run out, and I done the same thing. You run out when it's not funny. Then you'll act like well, that's my time, motherfucker. You got 3 minutes. So I do that too. Like if nobody laughing, I'm like I ran out, or that's my time.
Yeah.
I don't even try to drag it the whole way, because if it keep crashing, it's an open mic. It's not a show.
Yeah.
So I can easily walk off and get my, save myself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think I just like the
Some
fame.
people just keep trying.
We all do.
And
We
it
all
just
do.
start going down and down.
Yeah.
But you remember, Luke, tell us about, we were talking earlier about the show yesterday. Open mic every Tuesday at Arlington Improv. We always go there to the open mic on Tuesday. It starts at 7 o'clock. But you better be there about 5 to get a spot.
Yeah.
Get a good spot by 5:30. They bring the list out at 6. So if you want to be able to pick your spot, you might want to be there by 5:30.
Yeah, you pretty much have to be there an hour before sign up.
At least an hour
least.
before the show starts. And it was an interesting show yesterday. We were talking about it earlier. Luke, what do you think about that improv last night?
Crowd was a little rough at first. Like the first 10, like whenever because you went up at 10. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's when the crowd started to turn a little bit. Like, okay, I'm gonna be a little more open to jokes because you went with all new stuff, like still like rough draft, and got laughs from just the premises and the little things you had.
Yeah, for a little.
And that started turning the crowd around.
For a little. Wait a second. Hold up.
Yeah, because it was just premise laughs.
Yeah, it's like, which is good. If you get premise laughs, that's good. Yeah,
I'm not
something
saying
to work
that's a
with.
bad thing for us to do stand up. That's actually good because you started with new stuff. This is not stuff you've been. Now it'd be different if you had
Those are jokes that are only going to
the
get
improv.
better.
Everybody know you and
Yeah.
you got little laughs on your. Well,
No,
that
I
could go
agree.
either way too because
agree.
they done heard it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you couldn't even go off that. So I'm gonna just say, like
always
you were
nice to
saying,
try.
Luke, it was pretty good, wasn't it, man?
Yeah, like after during your set, the crowd started being open to stuff, and then I went up like 2 spots later, did a lot better than I thought I was going to do, honestly.
You actually picked it up,
Yeah.
and you had a heckler. It wasn't really a heckler.
He was just kind of like going along.
Curious. He was like a.
He was like trying to go on my stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play with this a little bit, and it was.
So what do you think you did differently between a week where you don't do as well and last week or
Yesterday.
Tuesday
Yeah.
where you did a lot better?
I don't know. Sometimes it's just I'm not into the jokes, even though I'll work on them for so long, and I just kind of go through the motions with it and don't put as much emotion into my jokes, and so that the crowd doesn't really get behind it. Like I've been having to try and get into this mindset. Like whenever I go up and do my jokes, it's gotta be like it's the first time I'm telling it, so I have more energy and I'm excited to tell it. But it's some weeks it's just the crowd's not really messing with you. Sometimes they're just going through your jokes, you're forgetting parts of it. Because that's the hard part about new jokes is you'll forget a key part of your joke.
And that may make or break that damn joke, man.
Because I did mainly crowd work all last night. And then like the last 2 minutes, I tried to do the actual stuff I had prepared and end up rushing through.
Because you're running out of time because the guy, you have it all premised out. I mean, all planned out, and the guy just kept. But he was good though.
Yeah, it was good,
but it
because
wasn't part of your plan
I
though.
only planned to do crowd work for like 2 minutes, and
Yeah.
it ended up going for like three.
It
and a
wasn't
half
longer
minutes.
than
And
that,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, I only have 2 minutes left. I have to get through one of the jokes, and I think I missed a part in that. Then at my last joke, my closer for the night, I didn't get to. I only got halfway
I don't even think
through.
you got through it.
No,
Yeah.
I only got to the first tag of the joke, so I could at least get a laugh out of it. And then I went to Southside Cellar in Fort Worth, where Jordan Mack hosts his mic, and I actually got to do the jokes. And it was a dead crowd at Southside because it was late or whatever, and it's a bar mic. But people were laughing at that, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to definitely try and do an improv next week, or if I hit another mic this week, which probably won't, but...
Yeah, some people hit more than one mic.
Yeah,
I hit one mic.
I've only been hitting Arlington Improv and Southside the past 2 weeks just because I
Just trying to
have
see how-
a lot of jokes I'm just trying to write down. And it's like I want to have these prepared before I go and start workshopping them. But
That's the grind, really, because it's like on some nights where you're like, damn, like I do want to go to an open mic, but at the same time, like I need to invest time
yeah,
in actually writing out. Like instead of going to an open mic and just raw dogging it.
you're just
you know?
bullshitting.
Yeah.
Well, about my show. So
It's fun to
I
roll
know
with.
actually, TN, you kind of turned it around a little.
A little.
And then Luke kind of picked it up, did real good.
Yeah.
And then one of our other fellow comedians, well, we will leave the name out, took it back down, but that's how it goes. That's pretty much
right
how it goes.
after me, dude. The crowd just died.
Went right in and stabbed it, just not pulled all the air out the damn thing. I'm coming, Z. He took my name, and I don't know how I'm there at 5 o'clock, but I ended up going number 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
18!
So how's the crowd looking when you go up?
Half the people were still there.
All right.
About half the people were still there. Still was nice. But I started out, you remember the joke I told you about the,
A mama
that's,
said.
that's
person.
no, not mama said, that's funny, that's dumb as fuck, remember?
I think so.
I
yeah.
said, Tadaf, you know what Tadaf means?
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. I mean, that's dumb as, that's dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah, that one.
I got a few laughs on it, but it wasn't really, like if I start out and it's kind of like I got to pick it up, I'm not going to keep dragging that.
Yeah.
Because if it don't go up, then I'm going to get off of it. Because, it'll just keep going down. Then you're all the way here trying to bring it back up here. So I left it alone. So So I started talking about the host.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he got a show coming up, and I'm gonna be there. And they told me I'm not gonna be on it, and I roasted the host the whole fucking time. Fucker. I roasted him, his friend. I roasted their whole crew. The whole fucking I run out of time.
And were people responding to it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, people love roast at the Improv.
They do.
At Improv, they
love a
love
good
a roast, but that wasn't even my plan.
Yeah.
My plan was run this new shit, and I was gonna run it on into. You remember I said I'm gonna start doing one-liners. I was gonna hit. I had a few one-liners I came up with, but when he went off on me, and dude just bust out laugh. Everybody just was, not everybody, but a loud enough laugh that was catchy. They was grabbing that shit. And I saw they gonna laugh me off the stage if I don't do something.
Yeah.
Man, I roasted him, his buddy, his other buddy. I roasted the whole.
That's the way to go. And that's like
until I ran out of time.
Yeah.
And I was still going. And they put the music on it. You know, they music me out.
Yeah.
No, I said that's control of the crowd.
Yeah.
Don't do no shit like that. See, we are open micers, okay? But you gotta control the crowd. Dude bust out laughing. The host, I don't give a fuck. The host was trying to take me down. How you supposed to be picking me up?
Yeah.
I said, okay. I roast him and all of them.
That's the way to go. That's
The whole show. And you know what? Nobody else said shit after that.
Because the audience, in a way, is expecting you to respond.
Yeah.
Like, they're expecting you to say something back to whoever dissed you, you know? Like,
Yeah. Like, it's like, how the host heckle you? How the fuck the host heckling you? How you gonna come back from that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you how you come back. You
roasted
roast his ass.
Yeah, that's the first. Since T-Bone started hosting, that's the first thing I do when I go. Is I've started.
Yeah, I noticed you do
I started
that.
doing this little bit, and I don't know if T-Bone realizes what I'm doing.
He don't realize it.
He doesn't realize that I'm doing. What I do is before I go up, I'll try and find a black celebrity that looks like T-Bone, and I'll say give it up for Shitty or whatever, or
Yeah.
Short or whatever. Like last night I said Shitty or Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that's what you called him. Yeah.
I called him Pootie.
He don't realize what he doing, but he opening up.
No, and he loves the game.
He
like,
does.
He loves comedy, and that's why, like, he tries to make every single one of his introductions a little funny.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if it's just like, this is my partner.
He also wants to
And then
see
it's
if you
some
can.
random
He
white
wants to see
kid.
if you can roll with the punches and
Yeah.
throw them right back at him.
But that's what you got to do. Otherwise, you're going to look. You got to be able to take that. And like I said, a guy told me one time at a job. He said, "Man, you got to let shit roll off of you, man."
Yeah.
And then it's not all about getting upset. I wasn't upset. How you gonna come back from it?
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about.
And
that
that's
lately.
what this is about. It's comedy, but you're gonna get out there. Look, we at home right now. Yeah. We're in Arlington. I don't care if you stay 5 minutes from it or 50 minutes from it. You're at home.
Yeah.
And so, how you doing? Huh?
I thought it was Open Mason and the other lady.
No, you're good.
Right on.
You're good. You say dancing with his drawers off?
I'm not
The
seeing him on
fuck?
TV.
Well, that's funny. No, what the fuck?
That's what the fuck. Yeah. No.
And that was not scripted, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, we appreciate our 119 viewers that watched us last week.
Yeah.
Hopefully
It
we'll
was
have
a fun show last week.
Yeah.
Was last week the one where we made fun of Beyonce?
Yeah.
Or was that the week before?
Well, I wasn't making fun of her.
We weren't making fun. We're just saying.
We speaking facts,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, but we talked about Beyonce and her cookie cutter
Cookie cutter country song.
country song. What do you think, man? You like Beyonce? I
do
know you like how
Beyonce.
she look.
I do like Beyonce.
You listen to her music?
I mean, I guess, like, in the most straight way possible.
I mean, how do you listen to her music?
Just like a typical, I know who Beyonce is.
Like,
You
I
know
know,
her
like,
songs?
Beyonce. Like, I don't have any Beyonce songs liked, but, like,
you don't.
I know
You know what
songs.
song you like, Beyonce?
All the single
All the
ladies.
single ladies.
That's a classic. Was that?
All the single ladies. My favorite one to have on is All the Single Ladies.
Hmm.
Nah, but I thought it was funny because someone I don't know if y'all know this theme song for Franklin the Turtle, the cartoon.
Yeah.
But it's the exact same cadence
As all the single
to
ladies?
her new country song.
Oh, it
It's
is.
the exact same cadence. It's so funny.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, y'all should. I wish that we could play it now, but
Yeah, the
It's
TV's
like-
on.
No, we don't have to. So.
We
we can't.
Thanks for that.
probably get copyright
Thanks for that
strike.
nice piece of information. I really like that. I'm gonna take that far.
No, like you were saying like a second ago before we got rudely interrupted by the guy that said he's gonna be dancing with his underwear
What
off.
the fuck was that, man?
I don't know, but you were saying how like taking the punches and just like kind of rolling with it, like because
Yeah.
like I have friends that like they think they'd be good comedians, but like they'll roast other people, they'll make jokes about other people. As soon as that joke turns on them, it's just they get pissed off, man. It's like you can't have that. You gotta be willing to take punches and throw them right back.
But they did good last night
Oh, yeah.
because I sent the punches right at them.
yeah.
I don't know how to. You know what? Honestly, I don't really know how they took it because nobody said nothing to me after the show. But the crowd liked it.
Yeah. What you
It
did
was
was
like-
like, you did it in more of like a way like I'm gonna just fuck with you. I'm gonna still make jokes and not take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Like you're like it's a slight at you, but it's like okay, like you want to play that, I'll play that, and I'll also make it funny. A lot of people they just get mad and they take it too personal.
Yeah,
and that's the
they
problem.
didn't take it like that.
That's the good
But
thing.
they also didn't speak to me no more. But you have to do that, man. You have to. You can't just let that roll. You're not in the right business.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not.
it's also-
somebody punch you.
It's just hazing. That's all it is. Like
Yeah, it's just a haze.
like we all get hazed. Like until you start rolling with the punches
Until you start
and
throwing
throwing
it
them
back,
right
you're
back.
gonna get roasted. I mean, haze all the time. And
D Smooth did that to me. Like he would roast me whenever I first started. He still roasts me, but within like 3 weeks, I threw a roast right back at him, and he started.
and they left
the,
it alone.
the respect was
You
mutual.
know,
then.
Smooth came. He came after me,
Yeah,
and he came up there. I remember his first time coming too.
yeah.
He roast me. Just got there first, but he didn't know I was a comedian. See, I told you the story,
Yeah.
but since we own it, he didn't know that I was a comedian. He roasted me, and I went right after him, and he looked
It's-
like, "What the fuck?"
It's so fun to roast D Smooth, man. It's
It's easy to roast
It's so
somebody like
easy
that,
to-
man. Especially when they talking about you.
Yeah.
They I saw him just work this was his first day there at Arlington.
yeah,
He went down. He went like from Tadpole. I always sit in that
in
corner.
that back
He
corner.
went from Tadpole all the way around to that corner table where everybody sit.
Yeah.
He just wrote, and I was sitting right there in the middle, like he could see me just like this.
Mm-hmm.
And he went right out. He went out to everybody, but he went out to me. But he didn't know I was next. Everybody wasn't comedians,
Yeah,
or they already went up. I went next,
yeah,
and I went right off on him. He didn't know though, cause he was new.
yeah.
So that's another thing. Watch who you
you
know.
gotta be careful with who you roast because you might get it back.
That is
Worse.
true.
Especially roast them on crowd, and some people are ready for a roast.
Oh yeah.
Like remember, I told you the week before. I look at people. I be waiting on people to say stuff, so I can go. And my new stuff was not working. And when he said something, I went the rest of the time only on them. It was just like my first time in coming. I got it off Donnell Rollins. He made half his damn set off me. I can't figure out how you make all those jokes
30 minutes of just roasting.
off a roast on somebody you never met.
He
I never saw this guy before, other than on television.
he paid for and planned your funeral that night.
Man, and they just kept rolling. I almost wanted to get up like on Nutty Professor. He tried to get up. Oh, he got his ass good. Then when I ain't got you yet. And he kept getting him. Oh man, that's how he kept doing. I couldn't do nothing but sit there and take it.
Yeah, you had. The crazy thing is, there's people who will pay to go to shows and like there's sections where you'll get roasted and they'll pay
Oh,
to
yeah,
sit
yeah,
in
I've
those
seen
sections.
those, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, I've heard about
Oh
those.
yeah.
That's like I don't know. I don't have that thick of a skin for that. That's
I
I
don't.
mean, I do. I just wouldn't pay extra. Just
I wouldn't
get
pay
roasted.
extra.
I would not
to get-
pay extra to feel bad about myself.
I mean, I can do that by
Well,
waking
now
up.
I can because I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
But like if I was a regular person, I don't. They got to be something about that person. I don't know.
They like the attention. I feel like
Yeah,
if you're
I-
paying to get put in the roast section, you just want the attention. You want your viral moment.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. But now I can.
Yeah. No,
Because-
yeah. I
but
get it.
here's the thing: I'm not gonna do it because I gotta go next. It gotta be my time. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna just sit there and let you just clown because you'll find something. I've seen it. It happened to me.
Yeah.
They'll find something and roll that shit to the end of the time.
Oh yeah.
So nah, I gotta have a time. Oh, it's my turn? Oh, okay. Yeah, I do that. Like, you know, like just going back and forth with your buddies. It'll be
Yeah.
your turn. You just
Yeah.
gotta be able to get them back. you know?
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah,
I have yet to be roasted, well, at least publicly. But I've definitely been heckled.
Oh,
I got-
heckling's fun.
well, that's part
I
of
love
that's,
hecklers.
that's like a roast.
Yeah, but like when it happened to me, it was the worst. I brought a girl to the open mic to try to impress her. Worst idea in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm up there. I'm not doing so hot. And the guy leaves, goes into the hallway where nobody can see him, and he yells out, "You fucking suck!" And I'm just like,
Did everybody laugh?
I mean, everybody just kind of looked at the hall because nobody knew where it came from. Like it was just like a random ass.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Just being honest with you. I never brought anybody to the mic
No, never
until
did.
I was comfortable enough to do it.
Yeah, I've only invited maybe three of my friends to a mic once or twice, and it's like,
On your first time, did you?
no. I've been doing it for like 2 or 3 months at this point,
Yeah.
so I was like a little confident.
Confident.
Yeah, at least enough, and you know, but it was whatever.
I never brought anybody until I was like, they just, you must have somebody else there. No.
It always happens to me right after, like I'll do a show, and then I'll be pretty confident, and then I'll be casually dating somebody, and I'll be like, "Oh, you want to come do this with me?" And then after that, we're no longer
That-
casually dating.
That's kind of confident, man. I really.
That's my. I don't get like, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm confident, but I definitely don't have thick skin, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So like I'll be confident enough
It
to
really
do something.
don't make good sense. Because confidence is part of having thick skin.
Like I'm confident enough to do it, but then I'll get roasted, and I'll be like, I'll think about it for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean?
I've been there, I guess. Like you'll get roasted, and like it hits a little bit too close to home. You're like, ugh. And
like
you
a
think
mama
about it.
joke or something.
Like a mama joke.
No, mama jokes do not offend me at all.
Yeah.
Like I have a buddy who yo mama jokes get under his skin so much.
Yeah.
It's insane. I'm like, dude, we're not calling your mom a whore because she's a whore. We're just joking with you.
Yeah, I remember it used to be a big deal when we used to say, "Oh, mama jokes."
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for me, it just never makes sense.
My mama like that.
I'm like, dude, I don't care because I know what they're saying. If it's not true, it's like I don't care.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I remember. What hurts me the most is when you can't get them back. That's just what.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me.
Yeah,
You
it's-
can say what you say, but it's almost like once you do a show, you leave because you know you can't get back up there.
Yeah.
Junebug had started this thing where he was letting you come back at the end.
Yeah, I remember he was doing that, but
Remember he did that for a little bit.
he
It
tried
didn't go long, but yeah.
Yeah.
He let us do that. I didn't never go back. Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't ever go back up.
I never went because I'd always go hit up another mic right after. Like
Yeah.
I'd stay for a few more comedians and go hit up Southside or something or.
So
Bourbon
when you hit the
Banter.
other mics, you just doing it for what? Confidence or
Just
just
go-
getting hours in?
Just practice.
A little bit of everything, just being like the bar mics I go through mainly just to get comfortable with doing my set, just being comfortable with saying like, okay, I have to memorize this part of the set, so I'm not looking at my book or whatever, and get the practice reps in of actually doing it, and then maybe then experiment with some new things. But it's more so just to practice at this bar mics at like actual comedy clubs. I'm like, okay, time to actually do it.
Yeah. Bar mics are good, like, cause the thing about a bar mic is most of the time there's TVs on, there's people who are there to drink with their buddies, like
Yeah, their struggle.
you really are just performing for the host and yourself. Like,
That's what I was saying. It seemed like you just was there.
and sometimes the host is outside smoking a cigarette, so it's
Yeah.
like it's just you up there, just
And
kind of.
there's like maybe like 1 or 2 people at most paying attention.
Yeah.
And every now and then you'll get lucky and everyone will be like the stars align and everyone's paying attention. That's when the bar mics are fun, but that's very rare for that to happen.
And it's also just good for like, because I feel like at the Improv there's not that much communication between comics. Like
Not
everyone
really.
gets there, is kind of working on their set, looking at their set, and goes up and leaves. But at a bar mic, it's like everyone's sitting at the same table, waiting to go up, having a
Yeah.
drink. Like everyone's. So it's a cool vibe, but at the same time, like, I think the bomb possibility at a bar mic is much higher.
Yeah, you go to bar mics to practice your sets and meet other comedians
Yeah.
and just hang out. And at
Chat,
clubs, it's
shit.
more you're actually doing your stuff, and you might connect with other comedians here and there, but most people are just
But
working.
you know what the hardest thing, what I learned at this was to make comedians laugh. Because when I did
That was
shows,
hard.
it was easier.
Of course.
Because to make a comedian laugh, oh shit.
Yeah, it's gonna kill anywhere else.
Yeah. Because people, they already there to laugh.
Yeah.
So it made it easier. But yeah, again, this is Well That's Funny podcast with me, myself, Luke, Sam Pia, Luke Taylor, and I'm just fucking with you all night. Edwin Escobar as our guest.
Hey, how many colorways of that Yankee hat you got?
I only have like
10.
I got every color on the rainbow.
yeah, I've been saying I think I even got a corduroy with it. I don't know.
When I first started doing comedy, I remember this. I used to wear a navy Yankee hat.
You told me that.
And then you
remember
wore
on
one,
the
and
show?
I was like, damn, bro, you wear it better than me.
You
So I
remember
stopped wearing
that?
it.
Was that your first show or your second when you said something about my
second
hat?
one.
You had that same hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I remember you. You're not invisible, man.
I know I'm not.
Yeah.
I know.
There are some comedians that are just like, who is this person? They go be like, oh, that guy, right? I remember that.
No, I remember you. You was talking about my Yankee hat. Like now, I'm gonna tell you about the Yankee hat. What really be getting me, man, is they ask me about a player or something. So yeah, so and so gonna do good. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even watch baseball.
You just like the logo.
I just like the hat, man.
I don't think I've met anybody who
Never been to
religiously
New
watches
York.
baseball.
I don't know anyone that does.
Never been to New York.
Never?
No,
You ever want to go?
I used to, but not anymore. When I was younger, I used to want to go. Like when 50 and 50 was the shit.
When G Unit was out?
Well, before G Unit, I'm talking about it was just him at first, right? Then he went into the G Unit, wear the clothes and all that shit. I wasn't really feeling that shit. I didn't never wear that
Yeah.
that damn tank top looked like a bra and shit. I never wore that. With the shoes, I didn't like the shoes. I just wasn't Forces at the time. Air Force Ones was the shit. And
They're still pretty popular.
they still the shit though.
Not even the G Unit members wore the G Unit shoes.
So that let you know right there. That shit was not for me. I didn't wear none of that. But I did like 50 though.
Yeah.
So I used to want to go to New York then,
You go sit down at a random restaurant, hope 50 walks in.
Man, they ain't gonna never walk in. I did that shit in Atlanta. I did it in New Orleans. I was in New Orleans hoping Birdman them gonna walk in.
Let's see.
Not happening.
See, I think I've only been in Dallas for 2 years, and I think I've only like randomly saw like one celebrity once.
I've been here
And I
all
don't even
my
know who
life
was
and I
them.
saw one celebrity. And he wasn't really a hot celebrity anymore.
Yeah.
But he did have his time. And I'm talking about, okay, with Dre, do you remember the one that used to make the music, the DOC,
Yeah.
before he lost his voice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, DOC, he had a album too, and it was real hot. I was at Six Flags once, and actually I didn't see him. My ex, my girl at the time had saw him. And that's DOC, and just like how he talked with his voice, he had lost his voice. He can't make songs anymore. He sounded just like that too. We was at a hot dog stand. I was like, and she knew who he was. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I was like, that's the only time I met an artist.
I mean, I didn't meet him. I can't remember. I cannot remember the basketball player's name. He was the power forward for the Mavericks last year.
I don't watch basketball.
Let's see. I'm gonna look him up.
Me neither.
So I mean,
What do you watch?
Me?
Yeah, what do you watch when you get home and you be chilling?
let's see. I'm gonna look up this guy because I cannot remember his name to save my life.
TikTok, YouTube,
TikTok's
Instagram.
crazy addictive.
Yeah, boy, I go hours.
TikTok is crazy. Like,
Instagram. I watch a little bit of Man, that's about it. I used to be on the fucking apps. Now, I mean, that's pretty much it, man.
Christian Wood.
Oh,
Yeah.
the guy from Houston that got traded to the Mavericks.
Yeah. I don't remember where he's at now. Yeah, I saw him at a hot pot place. I'm like, I had to like stop. I'm pretty sure that's Christian Wood because like the dude's like
He's also like 7 feet tall.
he's like 6'10". I'm like looking like yeah, that's Christian Wood. And I remember he was with this like tiny little like 4'8" Asian girl. I'm like
Classic.
that
Classic.
is scary.
Yeah, I don't.
And, like,
yeah, how do
being,
you put
like-
yourself through that?
Yeah, being 4'8", being with someone that's 7 foot tall.
Man,
it's like,
what's his name did the same thing. I saw Shaq on a thing,
oh yeah,
and the
he's-
girl was like,
Shaq
this.
is a menace, bro.
yeah, dude, Shaq is a menace.
Shaq is just menace.
He is a certified hater though. I'll say that. Like,
Him and Barkley.
yeah, they hate on each other a lot.
Yeah, all
but-
the time. Yeah.
But that's such a good TV dynamic that they have.
Well,
Like,
they're also good
they've-
friends though. That's
they've made
why.
that show like so popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think the only celebrities. I mean, I've met celebrities, but like, while I met most of them while I was at work, and so I met Myles Garrett at IHOP, and that was cool because it was like, oh, like you're from Arlington, whatever. And then I used to wait on Ronnie Coleman every day. I don't know, y'all know the bodybuilder? He's won the most Mr. Olympias.
Oh yeah.
He's like won more than Arnold's and shit. But
Oh, really?
He has a Netflix documentary and shit. But he can't walk no more, so it's like,
Oh, yeah, the black guy.
yeah.
He can't even stand. He can't even. I saw him, but he was like real huge, man. But his steroids or whatever that messed his legs
Well, I
up.
mean, he like,
I don't know if it was steroids. They didn't say that, but I'm just yeah, his legs real. He got like have to have a help walking.
I think
and
it's
stuff.
just like the like it's when people overexert themselves or do too much. Because like,
Yeah,
I mean, y'all know the wrestler Mark Henry?
Yeah.
He's also on stilts at this point, right?
Yeah, because like their upper body, their whole body's so heavy, it's just it destroys their knees after. Like you'll see that with like a lot of like old wrestlers, like especially the ones where they're on steroids and like jacked. Their legs are bent in like this. They can't move it straight because their body weight's just crushing down on their knees.
How has Ric Flair lived for so long?
I have no.
That's crazy.
Cocaine.
That's
a lot of
crazy.
cocaine.
It's like cocaine, steroids. He's done
and he
every
wasn't
drug
all
on the
that
planet.
big. And Ric Flair
Yeah,
wasn't
Ric Flair was
just
never
real.
big. He was always kind of.
Yeah,
He was
Ric Flair
lean.
wasn't. Yeah, he was just
He was just lean.
yeah, he wasn't big
And that's the trend with a lot of wrestlers now. Is they're just more lean because
because they know
they know what's going to like steroids. They can't do steroids anymore, so it's like okay, I have to be clean, and even then they're still built and jacked. But
Which is crazy that they can't do steroids. I'm sorry, but if you're not a professional athlete, you should be allowed to do steroids.
if
Like
you're,
they're PED testing in the fucking army now.
oh yeah, I feel like in the army you should want steroids.
I want all the
I would-
steroids.
dude.
in the
I
army.
want a bunch of little dick angry motherfuckers fighting my war.
So
I'm-
mad.
Like you wouldn't lose. You would never lose a war if everyone in your army had a small penis and was like mad all the time on
jacked?
steroids and jacked. I'd be afraid to go to
Fuck outta
war.
here. We'd have the
They're
best
gonna
army in
shoot
the
your
world.
ass. What y'all think? Y'all think it's finna go wrestle? You
Yes.
finna get shot.
And the trenches.
If it comes to it,
Yeah,
No, it
I
ain't
mean,
gonna
all
be-
those layers of muscle, that bullet ain't going through.
There's gonna be one confrontation. No, they're gonna bust you in your ass, bro. It ain't gonna be no damn fight.
see, we keep regulating all this shit. It's insane.
We not doing any damn thing.
We're not doing anything.
As a
but
society.
government's
Alright,
doing
man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Leave that shit alone, bro. Worry about this fucking comedy, bro. Why are you doing comedy? Ask me.
Honestly,
I'm asking.
because
Don't say no, I just because it just feels like something to do.
no. It's definitely. It's one of the most. I feel like it's the most liberating job you can have. You know, the ability to be able to speak your opinion and have other people relate to it.
Yeah.
In a funny way. Because, like, if you watch all the top comedians, like, yes, they're funny, but they're also talking about real shit that's going on in the world. And so, like, there's a very real barrier that comedians keep between them and society where they have the rights to, like, kind of toe the line a little bit more than a regular person in the sense of what they talk about and what they joke about.
Why do you do comedy?
Because I love comedy. That's the main thing I've loved it. I've loved it since I was little. I mean, like growing up, like I was bullied a lot, so I had to learn how to be funny to kind of reduce it a little bit, and then it just kind of kept going. I was like, you know what, this is something I actually really want to do. I like it. It's fun. Like it's great creative outlet, honestly, and like you were saying, drawing the line, like real shit that's happened to you. I get to take the real stuff that's happened to me work out in a way that's funny that I can comprehend it and deal with it a little better, and also it makes people laugh. So, and also you get to say a lot of dick jokes.
Not to Sam. He hates him. He hates every dick joke.
I didn't say I hate him. I find it interesting that a guy always talking about a dick. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
that-
what the
that's-
fuck, bro?
Like I do not make
Why
a lot
do
of
you
dick
always
jokes
talk
anymore.
about a dick?
I have not talked about a dick.
I talked about dicks
Not
last
today,
night,
yeah.
but
It's just on the podcast. In an hour, I'm sure I mentioned it once an hour.
I mentioned it at least
How
5
did that
times.
even come up? You know what? I don't even want to know. You know how my
'Cause I own one.
My stepmother told me
You
that one
own a
time.
penis?
I was like, why would they? She said, you don't even want to know. You know what? I don't think being in possession of one cause, hey man, to each his own. I'm gonna leave that alone. The reason why I do comedy, man, is because I just want to talk about my life experiences, and compare them. Well, give people other things to think about, laugh about. And actually, the shit was pissing me off so bad I had to tell somebody about it. Maybe they find it funny.
Yeah.
And I just asked God, could I have a microphone in a crowd?
Yeah.
And I could tell a few people, but if I had a microphone and a platform, I can go further. That's what it was really about for me.
Yeah.
And like like we are at the Improv right now, it's fun, entertaining, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to expand. That's what a podcast, it kind of is a part of a level. It's like a grounding right now,
Yeah.
but we're gonna go, I'm really trying to go into an extensive thing. And right now, this is a platform that can shoot that into another direction. Right now, we just having a time, talking about it. Like today was just really we got a guest on here to just ask you a few things, how you felt about it, and what you think about the show.
Nah, this is a dope. I like y'all's banter. I like y'all's banter for sure. I think there's a lot of different opinions going around.
Yeah.
So it's dope. It's some dope shit.
Yeah, and that's what we basically doing, just trying to get to know one another for the crowd.
That's the beauty.
You know,
I mean,
for the viewers,
because at the end of the day,
the
you
listeners.
want them to know you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You want them to feel like they're part of the conversation.
Hey, folks, it's all about chemistry.
It is.
If you think you're gonna blow up overnight, you're
Fine.
sadly you're disrespecting yourself and whoever you telling that shit to. It's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, no, I remember back, especially you and me, because I'm only a few years older than you. When we were younger, we grew up in the age of overnight sensations on the internet.
Yeah.
And all we wanted to
And
be was
certain
an
things you
overnight
can pull that
sensation.
off back then. Well,
Yeah. And now it's just you have your 5 seconds of fame and then you're forgotten about. For
and then it's like, who the fuck? And think about it. Now you get scammed more than ever now.
Oh yeah.
Because every whatever you're looking at, they're trying to blow up or whatever, they're gonna put it right in your face, and you're gonna have a different person saying the same shit, but at the end of the day, they're gonna want some money from you, and it's not gonna be no guarantee. The only guarantee you got is within your fucking self. And if you think you're gonna get on here and get up on this mic or on this podcast and just go off the fucking racks, just cause you got a pretty face or got something slick to say, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So-
I was reading Jerry Seinfeld's book, and he talks about how if you want to become a comedian, you have to be comfortable with eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for 10 years straight. And if you're not comfortable with surviving off of that, then
Well, like right now, like my breakfast was a Lunchable.
yeah, exactly.
You understand? And I don't even explain the details of what's going on in my life right now because half the people in this world don't care. The other half is glad it's not them. So here's the thing with me. This is just where I come from. It's an advantage depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I come from nothing. Not saying I want to end with nothing. I said I come from nothing. So what we had to live off of, that was like our everyday in order to live.
Yeah.
If you can do that, if you had to do it then, can you do it now? If you have to, you will.
Yeah.
And in this case, what we're trying to do right now,
yeah.
we got to do it.
It's just a grind to survive.
And if you're not willing to do that, then what are you doing? It's what you said. Peanut butter and jelly was actually something that we didn't always have. I wish we did.
Yeah.
That's the first shit ran out. That was the best. You know, that was the first shit gone.
And it's just butter
So
and
he
sugar.
said peanut butter and jelly. Oh, really? Goddamn, I can do that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, in his book, he talks about how he was comfortable with doing that, and that's the reason he was comfortable with doing comedy, because even if he wasn't going to make money off of it, he was doing something he loved, and he was able to just like eat whatever to get by.
So I said, I love it, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm a business major. So it's not, I mean, it's a lot of hobbies out here, but then it's a lot of things you do out here as a job. And I'm doing it as a job. It's just low paying right now.
Yeah.
But that's up to me and whoever we decide we're going to deal with to turn that around.
Yeah.
Don't make no mistake, this is business to me. It is.
Yeah.
And I like it, but at the end, a girl taught me this a long time ago, man. We were out, I was out hanging with my buddies and stuff, and I had a buddy had money. I mean, he was ghetto rich, okay? I know he's not a Donald Trump or nothing. I'm saying he was ghetto, rich to us.
Yeah.
Had every car and all this shit. We ride around with him, go wash his car, he buy something to eat and all this kind of shit here.
crazy.
And we hanging out. Girls love that shit, back then.
Yeah.
Come home to your girl, and she's like, what you do today? Oh, man, I'm hanging out with my buddy, man. We having fun. Like, oh, man, he got this. He bought him a new vet today. We having fun, right? Yeah, we went to the car wash, washed it up,
That's crazy.
So we hang, he letting us drive his other car and shit,
Yeah.
We having the time. Then she asked me for some money to go get something to eat. And I was like, well, I don't have no money. So, I've been hanging with money.
Yeah.
But I ain't making
But I
shit,
have
right?
no-
I'm just hanging with this motherfucker. So one day, women is good at this. They real good at this. They'll hold everything in. They don't roast you right away. It's a moment. Right when you get to talking, you open your fake ass mouth, man. You get to trying to talk about them or some shit. Well, I'm not the one over here fucking a nigga.
That's crazy.
You over here fucking this motherfucker. Yeah, you riding around with you. Yeah, he fucking you. Yeah, he might not be putting a dick in you, but he fucking you.
Fucking you.
I'm sorry for that,
No,
man.
if a girl told me that, I'd die. I'd die. Get the fuck out of my car, right?
No. See, you set that up. See, you want to talk about it. She just holds it in
Yeah.
for the right moment. Oh, I ain't say that when you out there riding. But you want me to give you something. But you don't ask that motherfucker over there. You over there watching his car for free.
That's crazy, man.
Riding around with him all day. Don't make nothing. But you want to come and ask me for my money. Now you want to fight. Oh, yeah, you won't hit me. But you won't hit that motherfucker over there.
That's crazy, bro.
And she taught me something. Even although I was mad. Wasn't trying to hear nothing at the moment. But when I calmed down, I thought about this shit. Man, you hanging with these motherfuckers, you're not getting shit.
Yeah.
So now, like I say, you don't worry about the dollar in the next man's hand. A dude taught me this, man. You don't worry about the dollar in the next man's hand. You worry about the dollar in yours. At the beginning of that day, how much you got. At the end of the day, how much you got. If that shit keep happening and you're not putting nothing in it, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So now I look at people, I understand you may have 50 shows. You probably not getting any money off. I don't know. You probably getting a lot of money off of them, but that's not none of my business.
Yeah.
I'm in it for how many shows Sam P can get.
Yeah.
And I get me a group that's on that same level, on that same page, and we both bring money home to ourselves or
And that's the
family or
tough thing
whatever.
about comedy too, is that like it's hard to not play that comparison game because you're
Yeah.
all on the same playing field.
Until you get off of it.
Yeah.
You could be in the same thing. You don't have to be on the same wheel. Some people just on the wheel to just turn the motherfucker. Some people trying to get paid. And you're gonna find that, I see that in music a lot. Rappers
Yeah.
sit in the studio all day making songs, making beats. But where's the distro? Who buying this shit?
Yeah.
Have you thought about that part? Who the fuck buying it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
And that's what this comedy thing is. I hear the Cats, I hear the Shay Shays, I hear the Mike Epps, I hear all that shit. I done been invited in 3 or 4 different states, but you know what I haven't heard?
Yeah, here's some money.
Yeah.
Here's the money.
Oh, they love me. Oh, Stampy, you hilarious. But I ain't paid though.
Yeah.
I ain't worth a pay, but I'm worth a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just trying to benefit off you at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and make no mistake, I understand, and I just do my hands like this. This ain't no fucking Illuminati shit. I don't know nothing about them. It's just a habit, okay?
Yeah.
I do this shit here, fuck it. Yeah, but
This would be the brokest Illuminati.
yeah, I'm the
podcast.
brokest Illuminati, you know.
Welcome back to the
And
broke ass Illuminati
that's not a joke.
podcast.
You know, some shit ain't funny. That was not funny.
What you mean?
It's like, what the fuck? You know, hey,
Yeah. Well,
I'm one of the brokers. That wasn't funny. It's
The
true.
Illuminati?
It's true.
You're in the Illuminati?
Negative. No,
Yeah, I'm
it's
in
just
the-
how I
I'm
put
in the
my hands
Illuminati.
sometimes. I didn't know. I
All
think they
white
do some
people
shit
are.
like this. I just do that shit. You know, it's just a bad habit. Well, it ain't really a bad habit. It's just a habit. But yeah, this been the Well That's Funny podcast with me, myself, Sam P. Luke, and Escobar as our special guest, and we just basically breaking it down, just letting people know what we do and how we do it. Today we didn't really have an interesting topic that was of that much interest because we had a host, co-host, and we had
guess.
a guest. And I hope he was interesting enough. If not,
No, never again.
There was some good banter. There was some good banter
it was
today.
good, man. But we're going to close this thing out. Unless you got something else, Luke. You got something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
my
feel like
bad.
I feel like I need to start doing
this.
this bit where I say some wild ass stuff at the end of each episode. Let's see here. Actually, I feel like I wrote a stupid joke the other day. Let me see if I can find it. Because I remember. Oh yeah, I remember what it was. I was blasted off my ass the other night just scrolling through TikTok, which is what you do when you're 25 and you want to escape from reality.
Oh, that's
and,
fucked up because I do it now. And I don't think I had nothing to
Yeah,
do with
it's just the rest of my life.
Universal experience.
Yeah, it's just the rest of my life is getting blasted off my ass and watching TikToks. But every now and then, like, I'll get some tutorials thrown my way for like the most random things that I'll never have to do, like how to survive a grenade. Literally, I saw too how to survive a grenade blast,
Nice.
and I was like, sober me is like you would never need this in your life, but off my ass me is like you're gonna need this tomorrow. You never know when someone's gonna throw a grenade in your apartment that's locked. And like, yeah. I remember I wrote down a topic also. It was so stupid. I can't remember what it was. No, I remember. I can't remember. It was a clip from a podcast where this dude calls in. He's like, "Now, guys, hear me out. Would you fuck Joey Chestnut, the hot dog eating contest,
No.
if he was a girl?"
No.
That think about the head game.
Come on, brother.
The
Come
world's
on, brother.
best hot dog eating person as a girl in that head game. Poor. I was like, you know what? I'll hear this. I'll hear him out for a second, and then I fell asleep. But
That's definitely a blasted thought right there.
that
That's crazy.
is. I'm watching something like this guy is a genius.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Well-
that's my wild ass thing for the week. I
And
guess.
see, I know you analyze a lot of stuff. I'm going to analyze this. He's not sucking the hot dogs. He's eating the hot dogs.
Yeah, but no gag reflex
He's
still.
biting the damn hot dogs. And I don't know if you ever had head before,
I have.
but I
I
don't
don't
think
know
that.
if you get bitches.
I've
I
had.
don't
I have
think- I
had
don't think you
sex
won't.
at least.
I don't think
Zero
you want your.
times.
I don't think you want your dick bitten off. But okay.
Yeah, no, it's like the whole teeth thing, but no,
Hey,
it's
to
like
each his own.
no gag reflex and just inhaling.
Here's
I
one
see,
for
I
you.
see where you're going with
Yeah.
this. I see where you're
Hey,
going with this.
professional eaters, they can
I can
learn how to
see
not
you.
use their
I can
teeth.
tell. I'm sure you do know where he's going with that.
Yeah, on my weekends, I just think about professional eaters and what their head game would be like if they were a girl.
Come on, player.
That's what I did
Now
all
you're
last.
taking it too far.
See that? See, you been that real dick joke. That's a serious dick joke, bro.
That's a,
Who thinks that hard into a dick?
see, that's a lazy dick joke. That's a hard dick joke.
Zinger. Nah, man, I ain't been engaged in that shit with y'all, man. Hey, man.
He said, that's young folk talk. Huh? He said, that's young folk talk.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got anything, man? You don't want to. You don't want to.
I don't really.
You don't want to.
You can't one up Joey Chestnut's head game.
You don't want to one up him on that one.
This is supposed to be a new trend where I just say something wild at the end of each episode, man. You gotta think all week, like, what's the craziest thing I could say?
No, it's the fucking craziest thing. It's like, no, you can't go look for it. You're supposed to already have one.
What do you mean? Luke went to look for it.
Well, I pulled my phone
No,
for a
he
second.
already had it in his phone.
I remember. Yeah, it was just.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
really don't got shit.
You don't have nothing right off the head.
No, right
Literally,
off the head.
literally right off. Right off the head.
Nah, I think, yeah.
That I'm
You know how
right.
they
You
do in
guys
New
are
York?
wrong.
Right off the head. Pause.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. Yeah, I heard him say no Diddy yesterday.
Yeah, nah, that was good. But nah, this has been a good podcast. It's been a lot of fun with y'all.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Would you get a job like changing oil?
Would I get a job changing oil?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if I really needed to.
Why?
Because I know how to change oil.
Okay. Would it be about the money or just the fact you know how to?
The money would definitely have to be good. Because
Okay.
if not, I'd just
So
get a
you'll
big-
change oil for P Diddy?
Chill. What you mean by that? What you trying to say with that?
Well, I think he changes his own oil. I
That's
mean, I think he does the oil changing, but you
That's
know.
that's a trap right there. I'm not falling for that one.
I
That's a dick joke. That's a dick joke.
think he does all the oil changes. You know?
See, whenever I hear oil change, I don't know if you guys ever seen Blue Mountain State, but there's a whole episode dedicated to oil changes. It's a technique you do before a drug test, so you
Oh.
can pass it. It's where I don't want to go into full detail, but it involves
Drinking oil?
no. Surprisingly, there's no oil in it. It's just called an oil change because you're replacing the current
Okay, I
bladder,
got it.
and to do that, you need a metal rod.
Okay.
And you guys shove it to a point where then eventually, like when you pull the rod out,
Yeah,
your
the
bladder,
pause,
the bladder
nigga,
comes
pause.
out. Yeah,
the pause.
yeah. That's what. Whenever I hear oil change, that's what I think
Come
about.
on.
Like you got that. That's what an oil change is. It's like replacing your current bladder with fresh bladder, so you can pass a drug test.
But all you do with oil is just take the thing and
well, yeah,
you
that's
don't
why it's called
shove
oil
shit.
change because you pull.
That's
pop-
an Eminem. You stick
That's,
it up your ass.
that's for your ass.
Yeah.
But no, this it's you because you have to like basically get the bad oil out, put the new oil in, and by
Oh, where you shove the rod at? Up your down your
up
throat?
your dick hole, up your dick.
Oh, hell no.
What?
Yeah, you shove
That's
it.
insane. So like you get a catheter?
Yeah, you basically just get a
That's
catheter and
hell.
shove it in your dick hole, and then it'll like.
I thought you shoved it up your ass or something.
I don't know if this is a real thing.
That's what I
It's-
thought he was
I don't
saying.
know if this is real. I think it might just be like a joke for the show, but it's like you shove it up there and it releases your bladder, and so that way you can keep doing drugs up until the day before the drug test, and you can just do the oil change and go in with clean urine.
It's not that serious, bro. I just stopped doing drugs.
Yeah.
It's just, at that point, you need to quit drugs.
Yeah, at that
Well,
point it's just
this-
easier to not do
Well,
drugs.
this
yeah.
concludes the Will That's Funny podcast. That wasn't too funny, Luke. It's kind of like, what the hell? What the fuck, bro?
That was what the
That
fuck.
was definitely what the fuck. I was like, ugh.
I love this theme that y'all have going between, well, that's funny and what the fuck.
Yeah, that was a what the fuck, man.
That's smart.
We need to get some cue card, like, well, you know,
We need
hold
to
that
get- we need to get that-
Well, that's funny.
We need to program a soundboard for it. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
We're gonna get a soundboard. We're getting all that shit, man.
Hell
We're
yeah.
working on everything, man. So you gonna come back, man? You be good. If we bring you back, you coming?
Yeah, I'll come back.
Oh, okay, man. We're gonna hold you to that, man.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, you got to give us your cash app and everything, you know.
Yeah, your social security number, your mother's
all
maiden
that shit, yeah,
name, what
As
street
a
you
matter of
live
fact, I
on.
give you my cash app, and you just when you get ready to come, just pay me and we'll be.
Hell nah.
Yeah, if you want to come on the podcast, you got to pay me and Sam each $50.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I'm thinking more like 75.
I'll take payments in like Chili's gift cards also, but
Don't you work at Chili's or some shit?
No, I used to work at IHOP, but I got fired.
Oh,
We don't
Okay.
like to talk about
yeah.
it.
Don't talk. About
we don't
Makes
talk
me
about
upset.
it.
Fuck that moment. I could tell.
Makes me very upset.
Yeah, this concludes the Well That's Funny podcast with I myself, Sam P, and Luke Taylor, and our special guest today, Escobar.
Edwin
Yes, sir.
Escobar.
No relation.
No relation.
You should be related, man.
I wish. I wouldn't be
man.
living here.
Yeah,
I'll have a big ass house in Colombia.
sure would. Nothing wrong with that, man.
Shit.
Wishful thinking, but
Wishful thinking. All right, everybody.
But everybody, y'all, we appreciate those views we got last week. Hopefully, we can add on to that.
Yeah.
And if not, hey, man, Well, that wasn't too funny, but we're gonna go on and get off here. We want to thank Royal Lane Studios for bringing us in, and Biz for making us all happen. Hopefully next week we see you guys again. Every Wednesday we're gonna be on here. And you want to? What you got? You got anything you want to say? What platforms you on?
Yeah, you want to follow me on social media? It's at Luke Taylor's Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. You can always just DM me for show opportunities, whatever. Pretty easy to get a hold of.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Edwin Escobar Jr.
Okay.
That's about it. Yeah. Hit me up.
And I'm on Sound P. I'm on Well That's Funny Podcast with Royal Lane Studios. We both here. Well That's Funny Podcast. I myself and Luke. You can see the show on there. It's on there. It should be on right now, should it?
It's live right now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. But and I'm also on TikTok at SoundP_comedy. I'm on Instagram also with the same SoundP_comedy. That concludes our show. Luke, we out.
Yeah, we're out.
Good night.
Yep. Let's go do real comedian shit.
Let's go talk to some bad bitches.
Let's go talk to the fat bitches at the strip club.
I need to find out where Triple P